901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Came up on this side, now they on the other side. Oh well.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Down to the Wire with Courtney and Chanel. I'm Courtney.
I'm Chanel.
And we're back.
We're back.
I know you missed us, so we've got a
episode.
great episode for y'all today. We're going to start off with the NBA. Playoffs are in full effect. We're getting a little down to the wire.
No pun, all pun intended.
All pun intended. All right, okay. So what are we doing first?
All right, so we're going to have me and Courtney. Courtney and I came up with a list of 5 takeaways that we got from the playoffs so far. We're in the conference finals right now, so we're just going to talk a little bit about what we got from the finals so far.
So my first one was, don't count the rookies out during the playoffs, because if this playoffs has shown you anything between Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell, your boy, like they were balling and they really came to play, and that it didn't matter that they were the rookie, they were going to try and be an impact player on their teams. And I liked what I saw. I was like, okay, like, y'all came to play. It didn't matter if you were playing LeBron, didn't matter if you were playing Wizards, but y'all came to play, so I'm happy for y'all.
Another one, second one is no matter the seed or the record, playoffs is for the big boys. And I got that during the Raptors, how they got swept by the Cavs, and also how Portland got swept by the Pelicans.
Yeah.
If you don't have that experience, it's for the big boys.
That someone else would have taken that spot so that you could have had a good game.
Absolutely. Then our third one, Donovan Mitchell is a superstar in the making. Absolutely. He put up huge numbers. He had playoff stats with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists.
I do like Donovan Mitchell. I'm not as gung-ho for him as you are.
Which is okay, because
I do like Donovan Mitchell.
You have time.
I have time. But he was balling out, and this playoffs definitely highlighted that.
And then number 4, Boston Celtics are going to run the East next year. They have been so dominant. You might not agree with that, kind of.
I'm just sad. It's gonna be the Wizards. I am pleased. I'm pleasantly surprised with the Celtics and what they're doing with their bench, and that they're balling out. So I definitely think next year, once everybody's healthy, they Gordon Hayward on the floor.
They can Gordon Hayward, Kyrie, Jason Tatum.
Like
that's huge.
They're gonna be lit. They're gonna be really lit.
That's huge. And then our last one, experience matters. So that came out with Chris Paul versus Donovan Mitchell. You know, that came out with Rondo with the Pelicans. Like, who would have thought the Pelicans? Rondo has been there, so he was able to bring that experience to the Pelicans. And then also LBJ, of course, in the Cavs over the Raptors. I mean, they demolished.
Yeah, he's just proving every day why he is the GOAT.
So those are our 5 takeaways.
So Warriors and Rockets, they play Monday.
Yes.
And who do you think has the most pressure on them?
So, honestly, I was stuck between 2 players, but I think Kevin Durant has the absolute most pressure on him just because he is the superstar of that team. He's the superstar of that series. Granted, yes, James Harden, but Kevin Durant, he's the superstar of that series. Whether he wants to embrace it or not, he loves, we all lead the team, and it's not just about me, but he is a superstar and he has to lead that team. He cannot allow James Harden and Chris Paul to outplay him this series. That I don't care how much of a team player he is, he can't allow those 2 to outplay him this series.
Well, I disagree with the Kevin Durant. I say that I think Chris Paul has the most pressure on him. This is his first time advancing in the playoffs ever, and he's trying to prove, hey, this man wants a ring. He's old. Yeah. He wants this ring. Yeah. And he's finally on a team that can do it. All they have to do is keep it together. It's going to be nearly impossible to beat Golden State. They are a very dominant team. Yeah. They, from Clay to Steph to KD to JaVale McGee, everyone on that team balls out. So if the Rockets have one bad game, it's going to be a wrap. If they have a bad quarter, it's going to be a wrap. They have to come to play every game.
So my follow-up question with that, if everyone is expecting the the Warriors to win, how is that pressure on CP3? If people know, there are not a lot of people that are going against the Warriors.
Yes, there's not a lot of people,
how
but
is that
pressure.
More pressure on him?
I think it's more pressure because it's just like he has... People want him to win.
Yeah,
I think the majority of the people, you know You know that the Warriors are going to win, but you want Chris Paul to win.
Right.
That's who you want. That's who you want to finally see somebody.
End of the series, let's say, who would have more... Well, I thought about it. Who has more pressure on him? What if Chris Paul and them lose? I don't think they're gonna slander Chris Paul, but if KD loses,
it's not. But that's looking at pressure a different way. It's the way that I'm looking at pressure is that pressure to finally succeed. You're this close. Yeah. You can taste it, and it's like, man, like I gotta be in the zone. I gotta be here every night. That's pressure on yourself. Yeah. He has so many people rooting for him that it's going to be a letdown if he does fail, and if the Rockets do fail. I just think that, and I get what you're saying, is pressure because everyone has assumed already that the Warriors will win. That's KD's pressure, but I think Chris Paul's pressure is the fact that this is his maybe possibly last chance to do it.
Yeah. I don't.
You agree?
I get what you're saying, but KD, they have to win. They cannot lose. If KD loses to the Rockets, they are going to slander his name. They're going to drag his name through.
I don't think so.
What? They're going
to... I don't think so.
They're just waiting. They are waiting.
I mean, I'll be first in line.
I'm sure you will.
Of the KD slander train. But, like, I don't know. I'm... Whatever you say. So, Celtics and Cavs. Who's been the most impressive?
I would have to say... I mean, both parties have been so impressive. But, to me, LeBron James has been absolutely more impressive just because of his numbers. He's averaging 34, 9, and 9 compared to his regular season 27, 8, and 9. Like, he has been he's been overly impressive. 15th season and he's averaging 41 minutes in the playoffs. Like, I just think him as an athlete has been so impressive to me. The Celtics have been impressive too, but LeBron James carrying that team, sweeping the #1 seed of the East.
I mean, it's definitely right. Like, I will not take anything away from that at all. Like, I definitely think that LeBron James deserves all of the praise that he gets. But I would have to say that, to me, the Celtics have been more impressive because they're doing it with people that no one thought would do it. That no one thought. Everyone, when Gordon Hayward went down, everyone said, the first game of the season, everyone said, oh, there goes their season. Like, they're not about to do anything. Then when Kyrie had to go in for his surgery and he was ruled out for the rest of the season, no one thought that they were going to even be able to get past the first round. And they are balling. Like, they are taking no prisoners. Marcus Morris, he even said that he thinks he can guard LeBron.
We'll see.
Someone said LeBron will look at that comment and be like, well, I'm going to drop 40 on you just because you said that. But I'm excited to see what the Celtics do because I think that they are on this momentum ride. And I don't think but they got to win game 1. Yeah. In order for this momentum to continue, they have to win game 1. Because I think if they lose game 1, then their headspace is going to be all messed up.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like this series it kind of sucks because it's supposed to be Kyrie and LeBron. Yeah. Like, it's just...
I've been seeing stuff on Twitter all week where it's like when you go to a team to make the playoffs and then both your old team and your new team in the playoffs, but you can't play. It does stink. I feel bad for him.
Right. What team
I don't think so.
Well, he wanted to be that guy. He's that guy.
I don't even think
watching his team.
He wanted to be that guy. How do you want to live under LeBron's shadow, though?
You're not living under anybody's shadow. First of all, it's his 15th. LeBron James is... I don't want to say he's on his way out because this is his 15th season. He's doing numbers like this. But Kyrie Irving, like, that is so... For you to just want to... That's another topic. Okay. But I understood why he wanted to leave, but it was just like, why fix something that's not... You're getting yours, and he's getting his. Like, he's not overshadowed. He wasn't overshadowing Kyrie. Ooh. People were like, LeBron can't... He's not going to win without Kyrie. So I don't think he was ever getting overshadowed.
Okay, so Ben Simmons... He said that there's going to be a lot of rings in the future for the 76ers. I agree, personally. What do you think that they're missing?
First of all, Ben Simmons. Like, how about you just try to...
Just stop hating on my man.
But I really do like Ben Simmons.
It don't seem like it every week.
First of all, we're going to have a lot of rings. Like, first of all, score a point. Well,
he
already
scored.
did.
Well, yeah, he had
Whatever,
one.
but I do like. So I'm not gonna slander him. I think that watching them, I feel like they're missing like that veteran player that can help them win games, that can help them win close games, that can be that experience that they need. Because if you watch their game, you can tell that they were very inexperienced. Like they're
young.
Yeah, they were very, we never been here before, let's try this. Or, this is our first time in a situation like this. Let's do this, let's do that. So I think they're really missing that veteran like player, which they kind of gotten, I guess you want to say JJ Redick. But what does he want?
I don't think it's necessarily what they're missing. I think it's that their skills need to be more polished.
Absolutely.
And I think that Markelle Fultz, he only played 3 out of their 10 playoff games. And he said that, he was rooting for them on the sideline. Like, he didn't question anything, but he's a competitor and he wanted to play. And I think that you kind of have to look at that. You have to try and figure out, okay, what worked, what didn't work. I would have tried to work him back into the game and the whole structure to see if maybe he could change the momentum of the game. But Ben Simmons, he has to show up the whole time. Joel Embiid has to show up the whole time. Yeah. So I don't think that it's necessarily who they're missing.
You think it's what?
I think that it's the fact that they need to be more polished. They need to play better. And I think that that's going to come with maturity. That's going to come with them getting older and them becoming a more veteran type team. Okay, so even though I already know, who do you have for the rest of this NBA playoffs?
So I think that the Cavs are going to beat the Celtics. I think it's going to be an amazing series, but I think it's going to go 7. But I think that LeBron James, he's going to elevate his team, which he has been doing all playoff long. I think he's going to elevate his team, and he's going to beat the Celtics. I don't think they find an answer for him. I think they'll have a better chance than, the Raptors, but I don't think they find that answer. And then as far as the Warriors and the Rockets, you'd be a fool to go against the Warriors. This girl right here, no, I'm not a fool. So I am not going against the Warriors. I think that they beat the Rockets. I'm going to be very bold. I think they sweep them.
All right, so back to the realist over here. Actually, I'm not the realist. I tweeted earlier this week that I've been watching this NBA playoffs with my heart and not my brain, and I'm going to continue that because it hasn't worked so far, but maybe it'll work out. I'm going to pray every night between now and the rest of this NBA playoffs that it is the Celtics and the Rockets. That's what I want.
That's such an ugly finals.
That's what I don't think it is. Actually, it is a little outside. Okay, or the Cavs and the Rockets. I'll take anybody but the Warriors. I'll take anybody, but I do not want to see KD. I don't want it. So you can call me a fool. You can call me a dreamer. I don't care. I want what I want. Or a hater. I'm a KD hater. I've been very open about that. I don't like him. So what? But we'll get back to y'all with what else happens in this NBA.
I've been right, so you guys should kind of lean on my side.
I have to.
I think you guys should. All right, on to NFL talk. NFL season is slowly but surely coming. I am so happy. I want to know, what player do you think has the largest chip on their shoulder will have the best season?
Okay, so I've got 3.5, 4. You'll see why I say 3.5. So first, I think Dez. He definitely, I think, has the biggest chip on his shoulder. No one really wants him right now. He's still out there floating around, but I think that when he lands somewhere, he's gonna ball out. Deshaun Watson, I also have, because he got hurt right when the Texans were finally getting somewhere, right when they were finally picking up momentum and going places. So I think he's gonna come back this year. He's gonna ball out, hopefully. And then my third in the half is Kirk Cousins / Alex Smith.
Who's the 3? Who's the 3? Who's the 5? Hey, who's 3? Who's 0.5?
3 is going to be Kirk Cousins and Alex Smith is 0.5 because he's the same person. So I think both of them, the reason why I say both of them is because their moves were pretty substantial. Simply for the fact that Kirk Cousins going to the Vikings when they already had a 3 quarterback issue that they were trying to figure out. It's like, wow, you have a lot of faith in him. And then Alex Smith, who's to me the same player as Kirk Cousins, it's like, do you really think that Alex Smith is going to be the person that rises the Redskins from the dead? Because I don't. So I don't necessarily think that they're going to have a great season, but I think that they both have a large chip on their shoulder because a lot of people are counting them out. A lot of people, myself included, a lot of people feel like their situation was like stupid and I need the answers, and hopefully the season will give us.
Did you ever see that meme of the Spider-Man and Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, that's them.
That's really them.
Yeah.
I was like, who thinks of this stuff? I was skeptical doing this one because I just knew you were gonna pick this person. I think Odell Beckham Jr. has a huge chip on his shoulder, and I think he is gonna have a crazy good season, just because for the fact that they were talking about getting rid of him.
Oh yeah.
For the fact that he has a new future superstar on his team.
Yeah.
I feel like he has a lot to prove to the league, prove to his teammates, prove to himself. There was a list that came out, which brings us to our next subject. Their NFL players ranked OBJ number 77 on the NFL Top 100 of 2018.
That's crazy.
If that does not put a chip on your shoulder and that makes you want to play lights out, I don't know.
77?
So do you think, is that accurate or far off?
No, that's not accurate at all. I mean, he got hurt. So if that's what they're factoring in, then okay, because he got hurt. But it's just like, yo, he was balling, and y'all cannot sit here and say that he's not a top 5 receiver, because he is. Mm-hmm. So you can't say that, and you cannot give him 77.
And the thing that makes it hard about it is because they do like 10 players each week, so we don't know who is number 1. Right. But I guarantee you that Aaron Rodgers is not
Is not
going to be 50.
Lower, exactly.
Like, you know, so, and I think with OBJ, what people do, they don't know how to separate like character and like player. Right. Like I feel like if he was like an angel, no one would have anything bad to say about how he plays. But I mean, you got to learn how to set. He's he's a bonehead sometimes, but he is top 3 his position. He's easily top 3, and he's 25, and he's putting up numbers that people in their prime are putting up. Like AB, you want to talk about AB? He's putting up great numbers, but he's in his prime. And so is OBJ. He's 25.
Right. That's what I just don't. I really think that was disrespectful, and I get it. Like
you sound really mad.
No, because I really am, because it really doesn't make any sense.
That's
because
crazy.
Like either that was shade, or whoever wrote that really don't like him.
He was number 8 last year. So you go from number 8 to 77.
Come on.
So I am. It's definitely
shade.
It's way off because of the I know why they did that. Because people don't like
him,
OBJ.
Right? People don't like him.
It doesn't matter. He can play.
He's still gonna be great, and he's still gonna be my man. So it's fine.
It's still gonna be my man.
All right, so we have a new game for y'all this week. I'm really excited.
She's really excited. Explain your game, Courtney.
It's called What You Know, and it's a little trivia game. This week I have 2 questions for Chanel. She does not know what these questions are. So. I'm gonna give her 10 seconds to answer each question. Yeah,
this is time?
Yes, you're gonna get 10 seconds. We're not about to just have people waiting. Okay. Y'all at home can play too if you think that you know the answer. And the answer will be at the bottom of your screen after she answers the question. All right. Okay. Question number 1. In the 2017-2018 NFL season, what tight end had the most yards? A. Travis Kelce, B. Gronk, or C. Zach Ertz? 10.
Gronk.
Yeah, good job. I told you they were super difficult. Some weeks they're gonna be harder than others, and I hope she gets the second one right. Cause
this is like not my palms are like.
If she don't get the second one right, I'm gonna add all of the Pittsburgh.
I'm trash. Oh my god, it's so much. Okay.
All right, ready? Okay. How many times has Ben Roethlisberger been selected for the Pro Bowl?
Jesus.
A. 3 times. B. 7 times. C. 6 times.
I knew you were gonna do 6 and 7 because you're an evil person. I knew you were gonna do 6 and 7. Okay, hold on. Just give me a second. 6.
Yes, good job. Wow, I'm so proud of you. I told you it'd be painless.
That's a real fan right here.
So we about to do what you know. A couple more often. Yes. Have y'all brush up on some probably trivia questions you never thought about either.
Those were good.
Thank you.
Those were really good.
All right, so we're back to Chanel's favorite part of the show. Tee 'em up. We got one for y'all today,
which
but
means we are coming hard.
Yeah, because we're upset.
It's a team effort.
We definitely feel some type of way. The Raptors fired Dwayne Casey, head coach Dwayne Casey, after 7 seasons with the team. It doesn't make any sense, honestly, because he wasn't the whole problem. I get being swept by the same team 2 years in a row. That doesn't sit well with anyone.
Yeah.
That's of course going to make you hot. But you have to also look at your star players. What did DeRozan do?
Absolutely.
What did Kyle Lowry do? What did they do?
Mm-hmm.
They were asleep.
Yeah.
The entire series, all 4 games that they lost, they were asleep. They wasn't playing. So how are you really just about to put all the heat on this man? And apparently, one of the big factors in his firing was the fact that in Game 3, at that last point when LeBron floated it, and the whole crowd went wild in Toronto, their president was upset that they didn't double team LeBron.
But you're a president. You're
not
coach.
the coach, right?
Stay in your know your ministry.
And he just was voted Coach of the Year.
Yeah. I need to look up. This might be the first time in NBA history of sports, that someone got Coach of the Year and then fired the same. That's like getting fired on your day off.
Literally.
How do you win Coach of the Year and then get fired?
It really doesn't make sense, but I know he's gonna land somewhere.
Absolutely.
Someone's gonna pick him up very soon.
But I do think he was out coached that series. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because LeBron James was
the coach, yeah.
So he was outplayed, outcoached.
But it's just crazy that they really were gonna do him like that.
Very impulsive. I think
and that's what it was.
Oh, so this happened. We have to do something. It doesn't matter if this is what the problem is, but we want to show people that we're serious and we.
But I don't think they're gonna be serious.
I think they actually come out
right.
worse.
I think they're creating more problems for themselves in that franchise. But I guess so. Raptors, you're being teed up. President Masai. You jury, you're being teed up because it don't make no sense.
Dwayne Casey's not being. He's being teed up for getting fired on his day off.
Oh. All right, you've come to the end of the show. You know what we about to do. 2-minute drip.
Yes, we have 2 minutes. If you don't know, we have 2 minutes. We're gonna fire off different topics, and you're gonna have our take on each topic. And we have 2 minutes to get through them all. Last week. We didn't get to our last one, but this week we're
gonna try
I can feel it, and we have more.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes.
Yes.
Ready? All right.
All right. Michael Vick says he still has NFL dreams. What do you think about a Michael Vick return?
No, no. Michael Vick, no, sweetheart. I get it. You want to come play. You want to come play again. You had some issues, and then you went to the Eagles and things happened. But no, just give it up.
Can't have that energy in Pittsburgh.
No more. The Yankees are rolling. Their best 18 season stretch since 1953. Could this be the most anticipating team?
This is what we've been when we first started the show and we were talking about the Yankees. This is what we were waiting for.
Oh yeah.
When they had that brawl versus Red Sox, I was like, this is it. The Yankees is back. So I think this is what we've been waiting for. Mm-hmm. All right, and Paul Gasol, he thinks that Becky Hammon can coach.
You know what? I'm so here for it. He pretty much said Becky Hammon can coach. I'm not saying she can coach pretty well. I'm not saying she can coach enough to get by. I'm not saying that she can coach almost at the level of NBA male coaches. I'm saying Becky Hammon can coach the NBA basketball, period. He wrote a whole open letter to female coaches and the Players Tribune, and I'm just I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yes. Give them the recognition they deserve.
You better say that.
All right, Brad Stevens, he doesn't get one vote for Coach of the Year. How accurate is the voting process?
It's not accurate at all. I mean, they picked Dwayne Casey, and look where he is. So I mean, it's ridiculous. Ooh. And look at the Celtics. So it's not accurate at all. Brad Stevens should at least have should have been maybe 4 or 5.
I get you. So for the Stanley Cup, I'm trying to have the Caps go all the way. I want them to win everything. They're leading right now. The series is 1-0. They play tomorrow or today, Sunday at 8 p.m.
And Meta World Peace thinks that Drake should coach Raptors. He doesn't even know he didn't even know Dwayne Casey was Coach of the Year. So Meta World Peace, don't quit your day job. And we got we got them all.
Well, okay. All right. So thank you guys for watching Down to the Wire with Courtney Chanel. I'm Courtney.
I'm Chanel. Don't forget we are on iTunes now.
Yes.
We're on SoundCloud. If you can't Watch it. You can definitely listen to it on your ride home.
Yes.
To work.
We're on Facebook. You can like us. You can watch everything.
Yes. You can subscribe.
Yes. Follow us at CBSmitty94 on Instagram and Twitter.
And me at The Coco Chanel on Twitter and Instagram.
And follow our show's Instagram and Twitter at down_to_the_wire_. Thank you guys. Have a great day.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Came up on this side, now they on the other side.